ask yourself this question. What if your identity had to be approved by a committee? That is the question thousands of transgender individuals across India are asking today as protests erupt against the Transgender Persons Protection of Rights Amendment Bill 2026. Is this law protecting rights or restricting them? Let's break it down. To understand this controversy, we need to go back a bit. In 2014, the Supreme Court of India, in the landmark NALSA, National Legal Services Authority judgment, recognized the right of transgender persons to self-identify their gender. Later, the Transgender Persons Act 2019 was passed to protect rights related to education, employment, healthcare, and non-discrimination. Now, in 2026, the government has introduced an amendment to this law, and that's where the controversy begins. The Transgender Amendment Bill 2026, introduced in Parliament in March, proposes several key changes. Removal of the self-perceived gender identity clause, introduction of a verification or screening process for identity certification, redefinition of transgender, excluding some categories of identity, stricter regulation of who can access benefits under the law. The government says these changes are meant to ensure that benefits reach genuine beneficiaries and to prevent misuse of the law. However, these changes have triggered strong protests across India, especially in cities like Delhi and Kolkata. Here's why. Number 1. Loss of self-identification. Activists argue that removing self-identification violates the NALSA judgment, which clearly stated that gender identity is a personal choice. Number 2. Screening committees. The introduction of verification panels is being criticized as invasive, humiliating, and similar to medical gatekeeping. Number 3. Exclusion and redefinition. The new definition may exclude certain identities and communities, limiting access to welfare schemes. Number 4. Lack of consultation. Many members of the transgender community claim they were not consulted before drafting the bill. As one protest slogan puts it, no going back. Protesters and activists are demanding restoration of the right to self-identification, removal of screening or verification committees, inclusion of all gender identities, proper consultation with the transgender community before lawmaking, focus on real issues like education, employment, healthcare access. Many are also asking for implementation of earlier promises rather than introducing restrictive changes. The government, on the other hand, maintains that the amendment aims to prevent misuse of welfare benefits, a structured process ensures that policies reach the intended groups, legal clarity is needed in defining categories of identity. However, critics argue that this approach risks reducing rights, increasing bureaucracy, and undermining dignity. The bill is still under discussion and may go through further parliamentary debate and possible revisions. To summarize, the 2026 amendment seeks to redefine how transgender identity is recognized in India. It has sparked nationwide protests over concerns of dignity, autonomy, and rights. The core debate is between regulation versus self-identity, administration versus dignity. If you found this video to be useful, like and share it. Comment below. Do you think identity should be self-declared or verified? Arambak Pathshala.